Mabuhay! Welcome to Zambales. Zambales is a blessed with pristine attraction for sun worshipper because of its location in the western shore of Luzon, along the West Philippine Sea. It's home to many caves and islands like Anawagi Cave, Nagsasa Cave, Putiput Island, and Capunes Island, to name a few. Zambales is a province in the Philippines situated in the central Luzon region, occupying the central section of Luzon. Its capital is the municipality of Iba. The province has a land area of 3,630.35 square kilometers or 1,401.69 square miles. Good morning, my dear tourists. How was your breakfast at the Casa Blanca Hotel? Are you excited for the tour? Well, this is the perfect time for our tour. By the way, I'm Clem, your tour guide for this moment. It's my pleasure to be served to you. On behalf of Lagan Travel and Tours, I'd like to welcome you all to the province of Zambales. Let's start our tour with a prayer. So Lord, thank you for this moment that we are right now, and protect us in our tour. By the way, I would like you to meet our driver, Mr. Carlo. Say hi, Mr. Carlo. The bus ride to our first destination will take about 30 minutes. Let's have a head count first, starting with you. 1, 2, okay, we are all 30. Thank you for your cooperation. Right now, I would like to take some time to inform you about brief safety precaution. Always remember to smile. Can you see your smile? Can I see your smile? Yes, thank you. So smile. For S, secure your personal belongings. Do not leave your things unattended. For M, make sure you are with the group. If you want to leave, kindly inform me or the other tour guides for doing so. For I, instruct with the locals and culture. So every time we move to the other destination, we are given a time that you should be able to talk with the other people and explore the place. For L, leave the place clean as it is. For E, enjoy the tour. So for us to enjoy the tour, we must keep in mind that safety first and everything must be limited. I have two things with me. First, I have whistle. If you hear me whistle once like this, that means you can start roaming around the area. And when you hear me whistle twice like this, see me waving my flag like this, we have to leave and proceed to the next destination. Is that clear, my dear tourists? Time check. It's 9 a.m. We will be arriving our first destination at 15 minutes from now. So our first destination is El Caballo Waterfalls. So El Caballo Waterfalls is located in the forested area in Baniktikan in Subic Bay, Free-Fort Zone in Zambales. It boasts two cascading waterfalls a few meters away from each other. The first level of waterfalls is about 5 feet deep during the rainy season. The second is 15 feet in deep. It is one of the major picnic ground in Subic Bay, where you can have a picnic and cook your own food. The latter will cost you additional expenses. Okay, tourists, you have 1 hour to enjoy the view, and for safety reminders, to take good care because it is a rolling hills. Please guide yourselves to avoid accidents. Okay, tourists, it's time to head back to the bus and proceed to our next destination.
Go.
Our next destination is the Lighthouse Marina Resort and Restaurant. We are here to have a lunch. The restaurant is located on the ground floor of the Lighthouse Marina Resort with a direct access to the beach front. A casually yet refined retreat awaits the diners at the San Resto Grill. Let us take you to the dining experience you will never forget at the San Resto Grill, with signature dishes running from Eastern to Western, influences that will surely impress your palate and live nightly entertainment to further tackle your senses to great melodies for a complete experience make you will never forget. Okay, tourists, you have 1 hour to enjoy the view of the lighthouse and enjoy taking your lunch. Okay, tourists, it's time to head back in the bus and proceed to our next destination. Okay, tourists, we are go to our third destination. So our next destination is the Inflatable Island Water Park. So Inflatable Island is a floating playground in Subic Bay, Zambales that spanned over 4,200 square meters, making it one of the best of its kind in Asia. It is full of obstacle courses, slides, tunnels, and a 5-story high unicorn structures called the Unicorn Zilla. Okay, tourists, you have 1 hour to enjoy the view and enjoy the Inflatable Island Water Park. Okay, tourists, it's time to head back in the bus and proceed to our next destination. Alright, tourists, our last destination for today's activity before we go back to the Casablanca Hotel is the Sit-In Bull Bar and Grill to take a dinner. Alright, tourists, we need to go back to the bus so that we can go back early to Casablanca Hotel to relax. So good morning, tourists. This is our second day trip here in Zambales. Are you already set for today's itinerary? And I guess all of you have already eaten breakfast. So, how was the food? Before of that, let's have a head count first, starting with you. 1, 2, okay, we are all 30. Thank you for your cooperation. So, okay, tourists, we are now in our first destination. We have here at Anawagin Cave, basically known for its crescent-shaped beach cave with grayish volcanic sand and blue sky water blend majestically because of the volcanic eruption of Mount Pinatubo. The surrounding mountain rocks giving Anawagin a picture-perfect view. Okay, tourists, you have 1 hour to enjoy the view of Anawagin Cave. So before that, let me take you a picture. So, 1, 2, 3, Zambales! Okay, tourists, it's time to head back to in the bus and proceed to our next destination. So, alright tourists, we are now in our next destination, which is the hilltops, to do a light trekking. This venue is 18 miles from Moon Bay Marina Water Park. It is a jungle environment survival training camps. It's 60 minutes drive from this property. Okay tourists, you have 1 hour to enjoy the view of hilltops. So before of that, I'll take you some pictures. So, 1, 2, 3, Zambales! Okay, tourists, it's time to head back in the bus and proceed to our next destination. Okay, tourists, we are now in our next destination, which is the Capones Island. Capones Island is part of a trio comprising Capones Islands. The other two are Camara Island and an islet attached to it. The island is located almost 4 kilometers off the coast of Pandaque in San Antonio, Zambales. It's a small island boasting light cream sand and clear turquoise waters. Majority of the island is marked by rocky cliffs, fringed by both light sand beaches and rock shores. Okay, tourists, you have 2 hours to enjoy the view of Capones Island, have pictures, and have a lunch in the island. Okay, tourists, it's time to head back in the bus and proceed to our next destination. Okay, tourists, we are now in our next destination, which is the Capones Lighthouse. So, Capones Island have a lighthouse. It is a historical lighthouse of a coast of barangay in the province of Zambales in the Philippines. This light guides international vessels coming from the north towards Subic Bay or to Corregidor Island at the entrance of Manila Bay. Okay, tourists, you have 1 hour to enjoy the view of Capones Island Lighthouse and take pictures of the lighthouse. So, okay, tourists, 1, 2, 3, Zambales! Okay, tourists, it's time to head back in the bus and proceed to our next destination. Alright, tourists, we are now in our next destination, which is the Nagsasa Cove. Nagsasa Cove in San Antonio, Zambales, used to be rocky until the eruption of Mount Pinatubo, which dumped tons of volcanic ash in many parts of the region. Nagsasa Cove in Indo with the same features as Anawangin, a beach of ash that absorbs here faster than the unusual sun. The blanket of agoho trees, a type of casuarina trees, often mistaken for pine trees. The azure seas teeming with life and color, and gently sloping hills firming the view. Okay, tourists, you have 2 hours to enjoy the view of the Sasa Cove and take pictures in the cave. So, okay, tourists, 1, 2, 3, Zambales! Okay, tourists, it's time to head back in the bus and proceed to our next destination. Okay, tourists, we are now head back to the hotel so that you can fix and prepare for the dinner. Okay, tourists, how was your trip? Okay, we are now at Zambales and you can enjoy eating your dinner and have fun. Okay, tourists, we are go back to the Casablanca Hotel so that you are all finally relaxed and see you tomorrow for our historic place travel and here at Zambales. So, good night, tourists! So, good morning, tourists. This is our 3rd day trip here in Zambales. You are all set for today's itinerary. I guess all of you have already eaten the breakfast, so how's the food? Before of that, let's have a head count first, starting with you. 1, 2, okay, we're all 30. Thank you for your cooperation. So first, we also traveled to the ship memorial. This beautiful memorial at the shores of Subic Bay perfectly captured the solemnity of the memory of Hill ship. The black granite cover right up fins and tablao, however, requires regular maintenance as they suffer damage from tropical weather, high tides, and accidents. Okay, tourists, you have 1 hour to enjoy the place and take pictures in the Hill Ship Memorial. Okay, tourists, it's time to head back in the bus and proceed to our next destination. Our next destination is Ramon Magsaysay Ancestral House. Another attraction in Zambales is the ancestral house of the former President Ramon Magsaysay in the municipality of Castilleros. After celebrating Batang Hamog Mountaineers' 7th year anniversary at the Silangoin Cave, this ancestral house was our side trip. While heading back to Manila, we decided to stop by because it looked unique and it was the house of the 7th President of the Philippine Republic. This ancestral house, memorabilia, furniture, photos, medallions, and other materials owned by the former President. Okay, tourists, you have 1 hour to enjoy the place and take some pictures. Okay, tourists, it's time to head back in the bus and proceed to our next destination. Okay, stop now. So our next destination is the Riwi Bar and Resto to have a lunch. So, how's your lunch, tourists? Great. So now we go to our next destination. Our next destination is Casa San Miguel newly reformated Anita Magsaysay Ho Community Arts Program is produced to introduce its first art exhibit of the year. Tamulawin Ya Zambales, featuring the beautiful works of Zambales artist William Matawaran and Akye Dalusong at the RKB Art Gallery for community artists. Okay, tourists, You have 1 hour to enjoy the place and take some pictures. Okay tourists, it's time to head back in the bus and proceed to our next destination. Our next destination is Inapuon Bato, in the remote province of Zambales, where the Aitas lives for centuries comes a simple shrine where the Zambaleños fought for years, a shrine dedicated to their mother and queens who chose to live among them and get this even before the arrival of the Spanish missionaries. This is the wonder of Nuestra Señora de La Paz of Zambales, more popularly known as Inapuon Bato or Apo Apam. To the Zambaleños, Inapuon Bato has garnered several devotees over the year from the locals of Zambales that reached its neighboring provinces, Metro Manila, Southern Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, even outside of the Philippines. For the years, several miracles were reported through her interactions and continuously happen up to the present. Okay, tourists, you have 1 hour to enjoy the place and take some pictures and pray to the mother of Inapuon Bato. Okay, tourists, it's time to head back in the bus and proceed to our next destination. Our next destination is Vicente Camara Ancestral House. Vicente Camara was the first Filipino governor of Zambales, appointed by General Aguinaldo in 1898. His term ended up his surrender to the Americans in 1901. The Camara House is one of the kind built from the strongest local hardwoods such as Bulave, Yakal, and Nara. Camara himself, together with Ginzaburo Hanaki, designed the house with materials personally chosen by the former in 1912. Design was based on the needs of the ventilations, step-roof made of nipa for coolness. Floor-to-ceiling wood windows added more ventilations to the house. The main staircase and jumps are made of single unjoined Bulave hardwoods. During the war year in its yard, the first kaimito, Java mango, and mangosteen trees in Zambales were planted. Okay, tourists, you have 1 hour to enjoy the place and take some pictures. Okay, tourists, it's time to head back in the bus and proceed to our next destination. Play na? Our next destination is Tuntong Kainan. For the dinner, we can relax and enjoy the food. How's the food, tourists? Okay? Okay, tourists, we need to go back to the Casablanca Hotel so that you can prepare and relax for tomorrow. So good morning, tourists, and I guess all of you have already eaten breakfast. So how's the food? Since this is the last day we're in Zambales, for remaining time that you're here at the Casablanca Hotel in the Zambales, you can do whatever you want. You can go and swim at the beach. I would like to thank you my dear tourists, and I hope that you have a great experience while staying here in Zambales. And I hope you did a great, fun, and memorable. On behalf of Naagan Travel and Tours, thank you for choosing us to be your tour guide agent. I am Clem. Until next time, tourists, goodbye. Also, if you want to book us again, we have an email and also contact number in our itinerary. So bye, tourists.